Hello, my name is Zito Kupinda and I'm here to do my final video about the visualization and everything. By definition, the visualization is foundation of technology in modern IT that allows multiple systems to run on a single machine. A virtual machine or VM, that's a VMware. The same things, it's essentially software based computer that behaves like a physical computer. So I can say it only simplifies things to make something that lands like that physical machines. And I would like to give some few explanation about it. Like I can say visual machine is been classified into three different options. The first one is, I think, the hypervisor, and the second one is visual hardware, and the last one is guest operating system. And to give a very detailed explanation to each and every component, I would like to say the hypervisor, that is the most critical part in the software layer that sits between the hardware and the visual machines. It manages and allocates resources like central processing unit, we talk of RAM, storage, to each and every visual machine. Meaning to say, when we talk about hypervisor, hypervisor is that in bare metal or something that will give a very good allocation of resources to those other visual machines. And the second one is, as we have talked of, visual hardware. Each visual machine has its own visual CPU. Meaning to say, as a hypervisor, the second one has to give a clarification of, it has to give a notion to each and every single part that we talked about. CPU, we talked of RAM, we talked of storage. So visual hardware, it gives much emphasis about how they look like the resources has been utilized in those different things independently, just like a little machines. So as we all have to think of those visual machines, we should think of the physical components as a hardware machine. So the same things happens with the visual machines. So the guest operating system, it's a simply the software that lands on that hypervisor. We can talk of Linux, we can talk of Windows, we can talk of any other operating system that is installed on that visual machine. So visual storage and networks that allows visual machine to store data and communicate with the other system either internally or on the internet. So if it's about a bare metal, it will be internally. And if I'm using my laptop based on the computer, I'm going to install that visual machines on that thing, like using Proxmox. We talk of EC2 instances that we found on that as well. That is our Amazon website. So we're gonna be just talking about those things, and now I want to give a full very good explanation about application of visual machines in a business setting, because the main emphasis, like the core components of using these machines, is about using it in a business, because they have to make money. The one who learns visual machines, the servers and everything, their main emphasis is to make money. Like as I said, we use in the business, we use it in testing apps, we use it in all areas. So I would like to say there are more than 5 importance of using these machines in a business area. The number one, I can say, it's cost effective. Instead of buying a multiple physical servers, a company can run multiple visual machines on a single server, reducing hardware and the maintenance cost. That one is very important, because there was no need to have computers, many hardwares. We just need to have operating system. Like you can just buy it on the EC2, that's an Amazon website services, where you can be able to be using them precisely. And the second one is scalability. Like business can quickly create or remove visual machines depending on demand. Like for example, during high traffic periods, more visual machines can be deployed to handle the load. Meaning to say, if the company needs to to do a project that demands a lot of hardware, and we have visual machines. It means we can be just using more visual machines to accommodate and be able to learn the project simply, just like that. So it's very necessary. It helps in that scalability. Not only that thing, we have more than just one. I think the other one we can say, this is security and isolation. Another important thing, each visual machine is operated independently, so if one is compromised, it doesn't directly affect the other one. This is useful in cyber security and testing environment. Very necessary, that one. And the fourth and the last one, I can say, backup and disaster recovery. Maintaining a visual machine can be easily and fast and affordable than we can do with a server on the hardware. So visual machines is very necessary. It is always fascinating to be using visual machine in this present world than using the physical hardware. So we have another maybe thing that I'm thinking in mind, because it can't just be like that. I have to add another one, which is for testing and development. I said this one already in the first place. Very necessary. So I would like also to give based on what I have said, I can give one simple little world example. I can say, in a company with multiple departments, each department can have its own visual machines tailored to its needs. Like the IT team can manage everything centrally while keeping system isolated and secure. Like this other time I visited this other company, they were learning visual machines where they had to isolate the organization unit. They were able to have those inbuilt bounds system and everything. It was a very, very fascinating to know how they were able to do those kind of things. And to give a summary of what I've said in my video, visual machines consist of hypervisor, visual hardware, guest operating system, and visual network components. By leveraging visualization, businesses can reduce cost, improve flexibility, enhance security, and ensure better system reliability. In today's world, visualization has simplified everything from cost maintenance to fast reliability, scalability, and everything. I am so happy that I have presented my video, my final video, where I have explained almost everything about what I wanted to say. Once again, my name is Toko Kwena. Thank you for watching this video. It is always fascinating to record myself and say something important. Thank you so much. Bye bye.